before compasses, before GPS, before we even knew the world was round, someone looked at the land, the rivers, the mountains, and thought, I can draw this. It wasn't just lines on the ground. It was power. It was memory. It was the birth of the map. This is the story of how humans first captured the shape of their world and how it changed everything. Chapter 1. A world without maps. Imagine walking through a forest you've never seen before. Every tree looks the same. Every rock feels familiar until you realize you've been walking in circles. For early humans, this was life. They relied on memory, the position of the sun, the feel of the wind. They used landmarks, the big rock shaped like a bear, the tree with the broken branch. But memory fades. The seasons change the land. A river floods. A path disappears. And without something permanent, getting lost meant danger. Then came the idea, what if the land could be remembered without being there? Chapter 2. The first lines. No one knows who made the first map. It might have been lines scratched in the dirt, showing the path from camp to water, or carvings on bone, showing rivers and hills. Archaeologists found one such carving over 14,000 years old on a mammoth tusk in Ukraine. It shows a river, a valley, and the path to a hunting ground. It was simple, crude, but for the first time, the land existed outside the land itself. Chapter 3. Maps of Memory. The first maps weren't just geography, they were memory. Indigenous cultures drew sand maps that vanished in the wind after teaching a journey. Aboriginal Australians sang song lines, oral maps through music. The Marshall Islanders wove stick charts of currents and islands. Maps were more than directions. They were survival stories. They told you where food was, where danger lurked, and where you could find home. Chapter 4. Maps as power. Then, maps became more than memory. They became power. A chieftain who knew the rivers could guide armies. A trader who knew the shortest sea route could grow rich. Kings began keeping maps as secrets. When the Babylonians drew their clay map around 600 BC, it wasn't for travelers, it was to declare, this is the world, and we are at the center. A map didn't just show land, it showed control. Chapter 5. The Age of Exploration. With ships came oceans and the unknown. Sailors clung to maps like talismans, even when they were wrong. Some showed sea monsters where no one had sailed. Others guessed entire continents. But each voyage corrected them, slowly replacing fear with knowledge. By the 15th century, maps weren't just tools, they were dreams. They promised gold, new lands, and adventure. Chapter 6. Drawing the Invisible. Today, our maps aren't just of land. They show the ocean floor, the weather, the internet's cables, even the human brain. We map the stars like our ancestors mapped rivers. We chart invisible things, pollution, migration, even emotions. But the heart of it hasn't changed. A map still says, I was here. This is my world. Chapter 7. The Map Within Us. Neuroscientists discovered grid cells in our brains, a biological map. Even blindfolded, you can sense where you are because of this inner compass. We carry maps inside us, but when we draw them outside, we share our world with others. The first map was a bridge between one mind and another. Every map since has been an echo of that moment. The next time you open your phone's GPS, remember, you're holding a legacy tens of thousands of years old. From lines in the dirt to satellites in space, the map has been our way of taming the unknown. We didn't just draw land, we drew our place in it. The first map wasn't just about where we were, it was about where we could go next.